Oh, I'm live. Hello, Facebook. As my video said, is pegging gay? Since it's somebody who is giving you to the rear, if your spouse is female and they're wearing something to peg you with, does that make you gay? I know is a trap gay? The question was, is a trap gay? I think it depends on the circumstances because if the person that's the trap is not actually gay, they're just looking like a trap and they actually are turned on by females, then they're not gay themselves. So that might make you gay, but it won't make them gay because you're the one that's interested in the one that's the trap. So that might make you gay. But is what my question would be. Is it gay if you like to be pegged? For those who don't know, pegging term means that your boyfriend or girlfriend, I'm going to assume it's females. Some cat or something on the outside of the window. But it's an odd time to interrupt my video live stream. Yeah, pegging, from my understanding, is when a female puts something on, like some kind of strap on or some shit. What? So if you like taking it in the rear from your spouse, from your female spouse, girlfriend, whatever you want to call her, would that be gay? Is the question. And yeah, so other than that, today was free comic book day, so I went down to the nearest comic book store to us. In the one they let us pick out two each, so I picked out two, and my wife picked out two, and I picked out Ultra Street Fighter 2, which I don't know if you would consider that really a comic book. I mean, you would think they would put some decent comic books out. I mean, I shouldn't complain because they're free comic books, but whenever they're kind of like offshoot brands of comic books that no one really cares about, then it's a little more hard to appreciate something that's not really taken seriously, that doesn't have a finished cover, that's like all white right here. And yeah, even my birds are talking about how shit it is. But yeah, whenever it's like not really great value, it's just something they're giving away for free because it's kind of, not that great. It's just a one and done or whatever of a video game. This is like a comic book that had video game characters. I'll look at it. I'll try to read through it, keep my attention, see if it's any good. I read this Batman comic book that I actually had got. It was only like $2.99 or whatever, but it was a pretty okay story. It wasn't like amazing or whatever, but it was okay. It kind of left off. It didn't really go too far into the story, but okay, let's see. Yeah. This comic book, it says Marvel Universe free, and this is how you can tell these are like these kind of cheap comic books, is whenever they put free and blah blah this and that on it. And the artwork on this doesn't look bad though. I mean, the placement of the characters in the bottom's kind of strange, but other than that, it's pretty good. It made She-Hulk look a lot bigger than she normally looks. Strange. oddly enough. Let's see. There's all these color characters. And then they had to put the free on the top to make it, even more less valuable. That we're giving this away for free, so it's not going to be worth anything, just letting you know. Gotta make it really obvious. Oh, on the back, they got like a Fantastic Four picture. I'm hoping it's like the actual version of Fantastic Four that we like. Yeah. See all the Avengers there. They got Doctor Strange, Ghost Rider, Iron Man, She-Hulk, Captain America, Black Panther, the actual Thor, and I forget, Captain Marvel. I don't know why people were amazed with the Black Panther movie. I'm not hating on Black Panther. I thought most of it was not bad. There's like some bad CGI in the movie was my problem. Well, there's like some other news like story wise that didn't make any sense because Black Panther's technically more smart than anybody who is supposed to be in the movie, but because he gets all the intellect and abilities from like previous Black Panthers, so it only makes sense that he's like one of the top 3 smartest people in the Marvel universe. But in the movie, somehow his sister is still like tons more smart than he is. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I know she's smart in the comic books, but I don't think she's supposed to be on like as his level of intelligence, since he's got all of these previous Black Panthers, powers. Yeah, this I don't know. I haven't read this one. Yes, got up early for work, so that's the only reason I'm tired still. But there's not the art in this is not that bad. Showing some pictures and some diagram writing here. I don't know. I'm kind of looking through this to see exactly what it's about. A lot of cool art, concepts, pictures. It seems like a magazine, more about the pictures of the older comics and information about the older comics and stuff like that. Seems more like a informative magazine about the older stuff and the somewhat newer stuff. And that's funny. This picture here, it shows Thor. He's like swinging around his hammer. And he like smacks Juggernaut in the face. And his actual hammer like smashes and breaks on his helmet. I'm just showing a picture. I'm not like saying that I did it or anything like that. I'm not claiming any of that stuff. Brand thing. I'm just showing a picture of what was in there. Which to me it was funny because like his hammer has like the weight of a collapsed dying star or whatever. So you would think that weight would smash Juggernaut's face in. But no, nope, not that powerful. Oh man. So you got different stories of minds and information going around through here. There's some nice looking pictures in here. If I see something in here I like, I could definitely don't mind drawing some of the stuff in here because I do like to draw. That's why I drew some pictures that were like Dragon Ball Z type stuff and stuff from Marvel and DC. Like I drew a picture of Batman, and then I drew a picture from different characters from Dragon Ball Z. And yeah, this magazine doesn't really show like one story like a comic book. It's just a bunch of different things like previewing for other stuff and talking about older comics. And see, this is what I don't get in these pictures here. Captain Marvel, like they make her look like a female, but other comic books that I've seen, they made her look really mannish, which is kind of weird. Trying to see if there's going to be an actual comic book in here because all I'm seeing is a bunch of different artworks. Really nice artwork, but realistically, you just have like a little bit, like here and there, they'll have like a little bit of stories for different characters, just like a preview of a story. And then at the end of this little preview of like a picture, a storyboard of the comic book, it'll show on the next page, like Iron Man 1, and then it showed let me find it, like on the previous page it showed like these 2 pages of like to do with Iron Man. He's like in space. And what I'm saying is it shows a couple panels like where he's in space, and then the next page after it show him in space, and then it shows this picture saying, like I showed a while ago with Iron Man, saying Iron Man 1. It said first look preview. And that's kind of pretty much how this whole comic book has been. Is like little bits of snippets of previews for things, and then they'll show the picture for the thing that they're previewing. I don't see how you could give this away as a comic book. There's nice artwork in here, though. This reminds me of the magazine that was called Wizard. In that magazine, it was kind of like this, but it was a thicker book. It was like a comic book, but it was like the front of it was thicker, a little thicker, and then you had all the pages you look through. It had like different people's artworks and drawings and talking about comic books and people's art drawings that they were showing there and all kinds of different things to do with comics. This one actually has Deadpool. Yeah, I didn't really have too much of anything to it either. It was cool though. He showed him like this guy messed him up, and after Devil got messed up, he gets back up, and he wraps this strapped with like bombs, grenades around his neck, and then he pulled all the pins at the same time, so he walked off, and that guy got blown up. He's like, "Oh shit!" So Deadpool like blew that guy up with his own like grenades. Looks like he's naked too. Like after the explosion, most of his lower half of his clothes got burned off. He has a Deadpool symbol over his crotch, and the guy's walking towards. He's saying, "No fucking." I'm guessing the word that's blanked out is the F word. He's like, "No fucking way." He's giving him that accent because he looks like he's some kind of biker gang member. I didn't know those were still around. I mean, I guess they are. I don't know. Death of the Inhumans. Let's see. I didn't really see. Fuck. Seems a bunch of different pictures, previews for different things. It's nice artwork, but there's not like one story in there about superheroes. Like it shows this, like it shows these superheroes, but where's the story of these superheroes? Comic book. What's funny is I was gonna also talk about there's this next door there was this place. It's kind of like one of these shopping centers that's in this big parking lot, and there's a Target there, and there's just a bunch of other fucking shit there. And it's kind of like a little bit of a snooty area because there's some like snooty stores over there. And the hair place, I don't remember what the place was called, but it looks like it was pretty new. And on the sign, they had one of these signs sitting up inside, like next to where the door is, where you go inside. So when you go inside, that sign, when you're going inside, it says free haircut. So, okay, so I told my wife, I said, come in with me and get a haircut. So we go in there, and they said, well, the deal is if you're a new customer and you come in here, they told us the prices of how much they charge for a male and female, which is already. I thought the men's haircut was 35 and the woman's was 40 or 45. I thought the woman's was 45. I thought the man was 35. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so a men's haircut is 30 and the woman's haircut is 45. But they said for new customer, you get a free haircut. But the other person, you have to pay for one of them. So you either have to pay for yours or you have to pay for theirs and you get yours free. You have to pay for one of the haircuts. But that's not what the sign says. What the sign said was free haircut. If you put something on your advertisement that's misrepresenting, like free comic book, and you have stuff like this is not a comic book. This talks about comic books, but this is not a comic book. Yes, it says free, but this is not a comic book. Like the comic book I had bought and paid for, that was a comic book. That was about Batman. You know, it wasn't like expensive or ridiculous price, but like this right here, they were giving away stuff like this, these cheesy wannabe comic books. These are not comic books. Like if you were actually giving away stuff that was valuable, you know, like worth money, then I would say, oh, okay, well then that's fair. That makes sense. But the haircutting place was even more ridiculous because that place was saying free haircut on their sign. It like right. Free haircut and shampoo. I thought it was a shampoo. What was it, shampoo or dry? Oh, shampoo and dry, blow dry. Okay, so their advertisement actually, and I do remember that part. I just wasn't sure that you get a free haircut and you get your hair washed and blow dried for free. And I was assuming it was if you were a first time customer, which I was assuming. Okay, so that wasn't the big deal. The big deal was it's a misadvertisement. If you tell people that something's free and it winds up not being free, that's not free. That's misadvertising. You're being a fucking liar when you're doing that. I know, I said that. But misadvertising something as something else didn't they make a law against that? I could have sworn they made laws against misadvertising. I don't know. I have to look into that because I don't remember specifically. I know different states have different types of laws for what you can and cannot do business wise. I guess it's more relaxed than it used to be. I don't know, but these people. It's funny because these people that were running this shop, they look like they look like they didn't belong, and they looked like the type of people who were from either California or New York or some rich some rich area, like where high fancy types come from. That these two people, they're like, yeah, men's haircut's 30, woman's 45. I was like, oh, okay, so it's not free. That's what I kind of got the gist of, and I was like, oh, okay, thank you, because I can go somewhere and I can get a haircut for between $12 and $14. Like, if I want to get my hair trimmed, Like, I want to get the sides and the back, and I want to get trimmed and faded nice. Like, I shouldn't pay no more than that amount of money. If you're charging me like $30 just to trim my hair, are you fucking kidding, dude? Are you smoking crack? Is that why you need so much money for a haircut? You're smoking crack. That's what I think. It's got to be crack. It's got to be something like that, crack or something. That's the only thing I can figure. I mean, what else is it going to be? You need that much money for a fucking haircut. Like, and I'm not talking about like the town itself was like if you were in the fucking Beverly Hills. I mean, this area is not like a rich area like Beverly Hills or some shit. It's a pretty, poor area. I mean, yeah, it has businesses and shit, but it wasn't like nothing fancy. That's why I didn't understand when they thought the way they were acting was like that they were somewhere fancy. To me, it was just funny and surreal. I'm like, you people are fucking insane. I'm out of here. I think my wife pretty much knew that that I wasn't staying. She knew that I wasn't staying to get my hair cut and paying that much money. That's just ridiculous. Like, if it was between paying, yeah, I don't overpay for shit. I'm not a retard. Like, if $30 for a haircut is fucking retarded. If you pay $30 for a fucking haircut, you're an idiot. Like, I understand if you're rich and you have tons of money and you're going to pay $30 and you don't give a shit, that's fine. That's one thing. But if you don't make a ton of money, you're just like a regular average worker, and you're not looking to spend $30 on a fucking haircut. You're looking to spend like maybe $12, $15 at the most. That I'm just talking about just to get your hair trimmed. You shouldn't spend no more than fucking that just to get a hair trim. That's just, you spending more than that. If you're going to spend $30, like if I would have to spend $30 or fucking cut my hair myself, I would just shave my hair. I'd just shave all my hair short. I'd fucking do that before I'd pay $30 for a fucking haircut. That's like overpriced. That's way the fuck overpriced. I don't. To me, that you got to have some kind of crack or cocaine addiction if you're trying to charge people that much money just to trim their fucking hair. And these people had nobody in their fucking salon. That's how you know they're overcharging. You know, you can go. There's another place that's not too far from where we're at now. I could go there, and I could get the lady there to cut my hair, and she'll do a decent job, and she won't overcharge me like those people did. She'll charge me, I think it's like $12 or $13, something like that. And she trims my eyebrows. She fucking trims here, fucking trims here, fucking trims all the way around and make sure to fade and make it look decent. You know, charge me no more than that. And fucking, I ain't overpaying for that shit. And that looks decent. I mean, it might not be perfect, but shit, it's for the price I'm paying. It's worth the money. You know, spending $30 for, you know, and I've never been there, so I have no idea how good these claim to be paying. I've never been to a place and have no, or how good your bills are with cutting hair. Cutting hair. It's just, no, it's not happening. Like, I don't know, women, like my wife was mouthing off in there about nails. Like, yeah, if you're doing your, yeah, you're kind of like the way I overpay. Much better. I want to overpay for fake nails, and then pay to every 3 weeks to have fake nails on. Suggesting it may be a waste of money. Dude, why pesos is all I'm saying. Dude, it is. You're paying for fake nails. You have fingernails. I don't comprehend this idea very well because, you know, I am a man. Huh? No, I don't get it. I mean, what's the point of having fake nails? I mean, you're already married to me. Who are you trying to impress? By having fake nails? Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's went to work, came home, really good burritos. They were very good. Thank you. Did you read that comic book? Why not? How come? Hey, would you mind bringing it here? I just want to see it real quick. No. I just want to see it real quick.
You just want to insult me.
No.
It's for your daughter, your 7-year-old daughter.
Yeah, but they had
your
other.
Sweet little.
Yeah, but she likes anything that looks girly.
She is a little girl. She's 7.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know, there's comic books. This is DC Superhero Girls. Okay. Now, somebody explain this to me. This little white girl, Her skin's not green at all, but she's made to look like Poison Ivy. And she's right on the front cover with this Harley Quinn girl that's a little girl. These two little girls, even though those characters are not little girls, those two are villains with superhero girls. And then there's this white man right here looking very nervous. I think I would look very nervous too on the front cover here. All these teenage girls, especially, what the hell is this? Why is she touching his tie? What kind of weird freak pervert comic book industry are you running where you have all these comic book girls, all these girls like standing like really close by, making this guy nervous? You're making him nervous. Standing in his personal space. What is that about? And why are you stealing the idea for the Wasp and making a alternate version of this Marvel character of the Wasp and just calling her Bumblebee or whatever the hell her name is, when that's the Wasp? There's already a character of this. There's two Marvel characters. There's the X-Men movie version that they made of this type of character, which was a black female. And there was a Wasp character. There was a white female in the comic book. And that would be copyright. That would be a copyright issue in your DC comic book. But let's not worry about that. Let's go over these comic characters. This right here, Poison Ivy, like I said before, her skin is not that color, for one. So you're being culturally insensitive to white people whenever you're making Poison Ivy a specific race. Whenever she's she's green, she's like a green, like a plant. She looks like an ivy, like a plant-like type of thing. Plus, she's an adult. She's supposed to be an adult. So is Harley Quinn. She's supposed to be an adult. Wonder Woman is a woman, not a little girl. I don't remember her ever being a little girl. That character right there. I don't ever remember her being with these other superheroes either. I don't know what that's about. And why do all these superhero girls have all these goofy looking costumes? Like they're trying to Disney it up. It's just ridiculous. And this right here is just garbage. Like there's nothing happens in this comic book. If you want to call it that. Nothing at all happens in this comic book, literally. Girl, her name's Bumblebee. That's a Transformer name. That's a Transformer name. Bumblebee. It's a Transformer name. And then they made her a black girl. There's no issue with her being black girl. But then they give her a suit with wings. And the only reason why they were trying to do it this way is so they could get away with it. And then give her a name Bumblebee. Even though that's a copyright issue, Bumblebee is a Transformer name. This character being called Bumblebee is associated with a bee. Even though that these powers in this suit is already in the Marvel Universe. There's copyright issues with this whole thing. The whole thing. It's ridiculous. These outfits are just horrible. Like this art style is just horrible too. Oh, look at this. This looks cartoonish. Cartoonish. This art is just awful. Yeah, she said I drive her crazy, right? Wonder Woman. Okay. That's not a woman. I don't know who that is. That's not Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman does not wear pants. No, they don't, because it's right here. This is why this stuff happens in comic books and movies nowadays, is because some people they're just like, it's just for fun, it's just for kids, blah blah blah. Yeah, but then you look what happens to it, it gets turned into garbage. We've seen that with Marvel, and now it's moving over to DC. I don't know, man. It's just awful. I think the only one I use beard going on. What is that?